In this video, I'm trying on ridiculously expensive dresses at 9 months pregnant. From Anthropologie favourites to designer pieces, I put my wardrobe and belly to the ultimate test. Number 1 is this royal red cotton velvet V-neck skater dress. So I did actually make this dress. I am a passionate sewer that I've kind of mentioned before, and I had an idea of what I wanted for this dress. This kind of skater style, fitted bodice and flared skirt. Was this dress ridiculously expensive? Yes, it was. So just the skirt of this dress alone took up meters and meters of fabric because it flares right out to create almost like a whole circle shape, like a parachute really. I think I used about 7 meters, and cotton velvet is quite expensive, maybe about £20 a meter. So it was £140 roughly in total. So being handmade and designing it myself, I did tailor it to my own pre-pregnancy measurements. So I made this about a year before I got pregnant. This fabric has no stretch whatsoever. It'll be interesting to see if I can get this on. Oh wow, this is a dreadful fit. I couldn't get the zip done even remotely up my back, which is a real shame because I couldn't really try it on properly and pull the sleeves up. I also had to step into this dress and pull it over the bump, which was quite a challenge because the waistband is really fitted. I love the full skirt though, and how when you spin it just parachutes out. I'm really into the kind of princess skirts with dresses. I will say though, this dress is really heavy. It's got so much fabric to it, probably about 14 meters. I definitely couldn't wear this even if it did fit now because it's like carrying an extra baby. Pre-pregnancy, this is actually my go-to Christmas dress, being red and velvet. It's got really Christmassy party vibes. The question is, will I ever get back into this? I'm not too sure. I'd like to think so, yes, but it was super fitted on the bodice before and has no stretch whatsoever. Maybe we'll have to see this Christmas. Number 2 is the white flossy midi dress from Nobody's Child. It was £89 and I bought this literally a week before I found out I was pregnant. It's actually a really popular design, so Nobody's Child have brought it out again this year with a range of colours too. It's a textured organic cotton fabric with this really pretty frilled collar, short puff sleeves and panelled waist. I love this dress because it has attention to detail in all the tiny little ruffles, understated, elegant and princess-like. It's got a round neck, centre slit at the front and comes up about 5 inches above the ankle. This dress is really classy and has a classically feminine feel. So the front buttons won't go up over the bump, which is no surprise being 40+ weeks pregnant. But I was hoping, however, that they would go up over the bust. They won't at all. This fabric doesn't have any stretch, which is maybe why. It's a real shame because I'm not sure if I'm going to ever fit into this dress again. It was really fitted. I tried it on once before I got pregnant. I never actually had the chance to wear it. Because your ribcage gets wider as you get pregnant, it doesn't always go back down after pregnancy. So even if I lost the pre-pregnancy weight, I can't guarantee that I'd actually go back to my under the bust size, which might mean that I will never get these buttons done up again. This dress wasn't cheap. It was £89. Could be completely wasted. Who knows? Number 3 is the Anthropologie Mauve lined V-neck wrap dress, and this one was £120. It's a super soft, silky, natural fabric with a subtle diamond patterned weave. It's a size 8 and it always fitted perfectly pre-pregnancy. It's short puff sleeves with sheared elastic, very fitted on the bust and at the waistband, with an invisible side zip and attached tie to the waist. It's gently gathered under the waist and is floor length. This dress was a real challenge to get on, and because the skirt is less flared and more fitted than the other dresses, it was really hard to get over my head and then over the bump too. It felt really tight fit over the bump, which wasn't comfortable. This dress used to look really elegant and classy pre-pregnancy. Now I look like a joke. I mean, it is a joke really, because who would try this on at 40 weeks pregnant? Trying on this dress makes me realise how wide I've gotten everywhere. On the waist, on the hips, on the thighs, on the arms, just basically everywhere throughout this pregnancy. The longer I wore this dress, the longer I could feel the fabric really pulling at the seams, and I was so scared I wasn't going to get this dress off without tearing it in some way. And it's £120. I cannot break this beloved dress. Number 4 is this Anthropologie Moulinette Soeuse, I think it's pronounced, sweetheart neckline corset dress in deep navy at £140. This dress really caught my eye a couple of years ago because it's a Disney princess-like style, but designed for everyday life. To be honest, I've barely worn it. I tend to only wear it on special occasions, and that's because it's just so pretty, I just don't really want to ruin it. It's got a panelled bodice, which makes it really fitted waist upwards, and a corset-like tie at each side of the waist, which is so traditional and princess-like. This dress fits so badly. It's really ruched up over the bodice, so you can't even get the princess vibes going on here. And because I can't do the zip up even a little bit at the back, the sleeves just keep falling down. Again, this dress was super fitted. It's got no stretch to the fabric at all, being this really lovely non-stretch cotton. It was so tricky to get on as well because I had to step into it and pull it up over the bump. So I had to be so careful to not rip this fabric, particularly the fact that it will not stretch. So while I bought this because it's a Disney kind of feel dress, and I thought I'd feel like a princess and did pre-pregnancy, don't feel like a princess now, unfortunately. That should be no surprise. I'm just grateful so far I haven't ripped any of these dresses, so thank you, thank you, thank you, even if I don't fit back into them. Number 5 is this Anthropologie mauve cotton linen sleeveless long leg jumpsuit. This one was £120 and it's a little bit different, which is why it caught my eye. It's got wide straps with ruffle gathers, a tight fitted panel bodice and waistband, an invisible back zip. Hopefully we'll get this up. I love Anthropologie clothes so much, and it's the attention to detail with all their little design features, which is why occasionally I will buy a piece like this. There is literally nothing to see here with this one at all. I couldn't even get it up. Barely got it up over my thighs. This one has been an epic fail. I had to be really careful as well. This is as far as I could get it, that I didn't rip any of the seams because there is no stretch in this cotton linen fabric. You wouldn't actually believe that this jumpsuit used to be really loose fit. It used to be quite baggy everywhere, and now it just seems it's never going to fit again. So unfortunately, I can't even give you an idea of what this stunning jumpsuit is actually supposed to look like because I can't get it up, but maybe one day in a future video I will. Lastly, number 6 is this Anthropologie cream embroidered button front dress. This one was £120 and it caught my eye and I just had to get it. Just a great casual everyday dress, which is why I love it. It's a super soft woven cotton muslin fabric that's semi-transparent. So many beautiful understated details on this dress. Anthropologie are great at all of that. There's this broderie and glaze detail just above the hem of the sleeves, the bottom of the skirt, and this section above too. It's got a small frill at the bottom of the bodice, a square neckline, short sleeves, and a gently, subtle gathered tiered skirt. I used to watch a lot of old-fashioned films as a child with my grandparents, and this really has an old-fashioned vibe. It has a very elegant, feminine, traditional feel. So I got this one on, and just like number 2, I cannot get the buttons done up anywhere near the bump. So the bump is fully exposed. I could just about get the buttons done up at the bust, and that was at a real stretch. The reason why I used to enjoy wearing this one pre-pregnancy was because it was always a little bit on the looser side, super flowy and lightweight to wear throughout the spring and summer, but now it is just tight. It's so tight and I just need to get it off right now. So there we have it. I've tried on my ridiculously expensive dresses at 9 months pregnant and I'm overdue. I've put my wardrobe and my belly to the absolute test. I'm just so grateful that I have not ripped anything. I was super careful and took my time putting these on and taking them off. And luckily, no tears whatsoever. These pre-pregnancy dresses all cost me quite a lot, and the pieces that I did buy to last for years to come, well, that was the plan anyway. If I'm honest, there's some pieces here that I can't see myself ever getting back into, with the most shocking having to be the Anthropologie mauve jumpsuit. This cost me £120 and I only wore it on a few occasions, so I'm praying somewhere in the future I can get back into this one. The fact that I struggled so much to get this on, even over my thighs, is a really bad sign. But the absolute worst has to be the white flossy midi dress from Nobody's Child. I only actually bought this last year. I bought it a month before I got pregnant and it was £89, and I was so looking forward to wearing this because it's so pretty and I just love the little details of the frill. I think this one is going to be a goner as well. So there we have it. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.